Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Master Passive Income Show. My name is Dustin Heiner. I'm super pumped about, this weekend that I'm at right now, but then also to bring you in on something that's so special to me. And so I'm bringing in to a little window of my mastermind. So I am very blessed to have amazing people around me, and I have three amazing people here with me. And so what I have is our own personal mastermind, but at the same time, with Michael here, and I'll get to these other guys in just a second, but with Michael and myself, we have a mastermind where we invite other people to be a part of, because we want everybody to be able to experience what we have experienced at our own personal mastermind. So this is our own personal mastermind retreat that we have, and I've gotten so much out of this weekend so far. I know everybody else has as well, and I am so pumped to have you see what is possible with a personal mastermind, being a part of a group of like-minded people that have the same capacity and same caliber of people that help each other to grow. All of us here are very value-oriented. We have the same values, the same type of goals, and we're driven, but at the same time, we want to be better people as well. And so everything from the above, we make our mastermind so powerful that we have been together for 4 years, 3 or 4 years now, and we don't see us stopping anytime soon. So I have all of us here. I have Michael and Tom and Adam, my good friends, here with me, and we'll go through everything what we're doing right now. But I wanted to bring you in so you can see how transformative it is to be in a mastermind, and you'll see what the Wealth Builders Mastermind is going to be transforming you as well if you want to join and be a part of it.
Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us today. This is going to be an incredible episode, super special, because any of you can attend a mastermind and get the immense benefits out of it. And for those of you that aren't familiar with what a mastermind is, it's essentially a place where you can come together with like-minded individuals, people that are going to challenge you, people that hold common core values, and are really going to help you raise up to the next level. You know, in life, we get into situations, we get into groups where we get comfortable. And for a lot of you that are on this podcast already, we already know that you want more for your life. You wouldn't be on Dustin's podcast in the first place if you weren't that type of person. But sometimes it can be hard to go out there and really find those types of people in your life. And that's the reason why Dustin and I wanted to create the Wealth Builders Mastermind, in that it's a place that you can come and you can connect with like-minded people and really level up your game. And we've got Tom and Adam here, who are great friends of Dustin and mine. And together we have created something incredibly special that we are now trying to recreate for you guys in the Wealth Builders Mastermind. But we wanted to give you a little sneak peek into what we actually do in these masterminds. We're actually sitting in a conference room right now having our mastermind. So you guys are literally getting behind the scenes. So first and foremost, Tom, welcome to the show, buddy. If you wouldn't mind quickly introducing yourself and let the listeners know what's special about masterminds. You've been doing them for quite some time.
Absolutely. So my name is Tom Sylvester. I'm a entrepreneur, a investor, a business coach, a little bit of everything. But as part of this group, I'm also a husband, a father, and I love masterminds. I've been a part of them for years. And one of the biggest things that I've realized on my own journey as an entrepreneur is, as you go to build your business or whatever you're doing to level up, it is insanely lonely and difficult to do on your own. And so one of the biggest things with a mastermind is not only do you get the shared values and the camaraderie, but at the end of the day, you get other people that are there for you to win and helping you see the blind spots, level up, and support you, especially when times are challenging.
Awesome. And we've also got Adam Carroll with us. Adam, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself to our listeners.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. My name's Adam Carroll. I am a speaker, an author, an entrepreneur, investor like these guys. And I'm the founder of the Shred Method, as well as the host of the Mastery of Money podcast. And what I love most about masterminding, this comes from a book written way back in the 1930s called Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill said the mastermind alliance is where a group of people come together with the sole purpose of making each other better. And with these three guys, they are able to sort of punch holes in my business model, give me ideas for improvement and growth. They see things through fresh eyes and a new perspective that I don't have and couldn't get readily at home with some of my friends. So it's amazing when you surround yourself with people who, number one, are in it for you, and number two, they know what they're doing. They're really talented people. It's amazing just how much growth you can get in a short amount of time like we have this weekend.
Absolutely. And we all have blind spots. And one of the great things is that Dustin actually was the one to actually get us all together and amalgamate this great group. And in the last 3-4 years, when I first came in, I got to tell you, I actually felt pretty small, so to speak. I didn't feel like I fit here. And the reason why is because I was in my head and I was just kind of thinking about myself. But once I got here, the guys were so supportive. And each of them had their own books, they had their own podcasts. And I'm like, I don't have, right? But what I did have was the intention, the heart to support and serve, and also the common values of putting family first and then business and then growing. And then collectively together, what's great about that is we all raise up together. And I kid you not, I like to tell the guys I live lucky. And, I ended up getting a book deal with Simon & Schuster, ended up getting to do my own podcast called Breakthrough Millionaire, ended up getting to do so many different things with these guys. And they've been the greatest support group. And so the reason why we created the Wealth Builders Mastermind, Dustin and I, is because we wanted to recreate that magic. And because Dustin was the secret sauce of kind of pulling this all together, I was like, Dustin, we got to do this for other people because this magic that we've created here, we can create it for other people. And it's fully true that you can go out and find it for yourself, and you should if you're able to. But the truth of it is, if you want to go faster and quicker, sometimes it's easier to get into a group that's already set up for you by someone like Dustin, who can actually go out and find the specific members and kind of figure out, okay, how do they piece together in a proper way to kind of create that dynamic team. So maybe Dustin, could you share a little bit about how you kind of go about finding the right fit, and maybe, what's a good fit for the listeners that are listening here? What's some of the things that would make a good mastermind member?
Yeah. So for me, I wanted to get around people that were, well, number one, that I liked to be around. Like, I want to make sure that I could actually just hang out with these guys. And so I'm blessed that we've been together for 3 or 4 years now, and we could easily spend 3 or 4 days to get literally together, only seeing and talking to each other, and still continue to love on each other, build each other up. And that's number one. Do I like the person? Number one. Do I like the people that I'm around? But the reason why I would like them and like the people and want to be around them is because we have the same values, the same walk of life. Like, we're trying to help and serve other people. We're trying to proceed forward, trying to drive forward, trying to excel at whatever we do, but then also succeed. And then also, we're very helpful to each other and other people. We want to serve each other, and we want to see other people grow. Like, I love it when I see all of these guys succeed in their businesses and in life. And one thing that Adam was talking about was the business growth, but also just personal growth, because you're together so much that you get in each other's lives, and we all understand that we want what's best for each other. And if any one of us has an issue, at home or at work or wherever, we're all there to help each other out. And a great thing to call each other out on, hey, this is what I see where you're at. Maybe you need to rethink. Being okay to say those things, but then also we're all okay to receive those and understand the person's coming from an open and loving heart, and at the same time receive it and see there's probably something because they care about me. And so what I look for, great values, good people that I would want to be around, and are they at the same trajectory as me? If they're pulling me back, I don't want them personally. I don't want them around me. So what I would suggest for anybody that's looking for a mastermind is, number one, you need to be a good mastermind person yourself. If you are not somebody that people want to be around, that's going to be really, really rough for you to be in one. So work on yourself. And that's one thing that also masterminds help too. I grow tremendously because of these guys. So all of the above. But what's great is, you can piece it together. I'm blessed that I was fortunate and blessed to get all these guys in the same place. But honestly, Adam, you said this last night. Other people are jealous about our mastermind. They're like, how do I get in there? You can't. Like, this is literally locked in. But you can do it yourself. Like, I've tried, I can't. But it's a bummer, but you can alleviate that is if you get around other people who have been curated by, like say, Michael and myself, Tom and Adam. Like, if you get around other people and fast track that, you can definitely do much better in that. So for me, being a part of Mastermind, this is literally the first Mastermind I've been a part of. And I've been blessed at that. And then now being able to, now Michael and I have the Wealth Builders Mastermind, where we're bringing people together, and then we're bringing our energy from here into that, helping everybody else grow. It's just a great way to serve more and more people.
Absolutely. And so really quickly, guys, I'd love to kind of just give listeners an understanding of what we're doing here specifically. And I mean, we've done a lot already. We've talked about relationships. We've talked about vision. We've talked about, the different things that were challenged tactically and strategically. And I mean, there's so much to take away from this. So I'm curious for you, Tom, what are a couple things that you're really going to be taking away from this weekend?
Yeah, well, first off, a lot of just confirmation of what I see, others are seeing as well. So for me personally, I've had a huge year of just personal development and growth and leveling up, to the next level of leader, husband, father. So one thing is just confirmation that the things I'm doing and the things I'm acknowledging in myself, you guys are as well. Second is, we did an activity really thinking about 7 years out into the future. What are we all creating? And so it was good to reaffirm where that vision is at, as well as, get some new ideas and insights into what that looks like. So it's been really good confirmation for me that the trajectory is still aligned, but some good challenges on, time frame and how to achieve it, as well as just some different ideas in the short term of things that I can do coming out of here starting tomorrow to really get this going.
And what I love about this, for you guys that don't know Tom Sylvester, he's an incredible business coach, corporate consultant, speaker, author. And when you meet him, I think what's interesting is that he seems to have all of his stuff together, right? And he's just like very clear and focused. And yet Tom comes into this mastermind and he's willing to kind of go through even exercises that he's done before because he knows that there's maybe something else that he can pull out of it. And so those are the types of people that I like to put myself around that are always willing to raise the bar. And Adam, you as well. Like, Adam is a phenomenal speaker, professional speaker out there, goes around, incredible keynote speakers. And you come in here and you're so humble, which is just amazing to just see your level of understanding and trying to serve. And in the process, you also get served. So maybe kind of share with our listeners, how you've been served by just serving others as well.
Well, I think to answer that question about how am I able to serve while serving others or be served while serving others, I think is this opportunity when you're with a group like this and you're away from your normal life for a period of time, in this case, 3 days or 3.5 days, you are forced to slow down and listen and think very strategically about what's going to happen next. And for me, I have sort of this superpower. I can sit and listen to people and fill in the blanks for them. I can connect the dots. But I can't always do that for myself. And then when I'm here and we're slowing way, way down and you guys are pitching things back to me, I feel like there is a natural give and take of I'm going to share what I'm seeing, you're going to share what you're seeing. And we've all slowed our process down enough that the realizations we're coming to would not be the same if we were at home in the midst of chaos. And so coming to a mastermind, I think, number one, it's great to be around people, but number two, it's great to not be around the people that you're normally with, right? Because sometimes you're so in the moment with them that you forget to pull yourself out and get really strategic and slow down. So I'm taking that away, right? Just the ability to slow down.
100%. And then also with that, being around other people who are of like mind, they go through issues or things, situations that come up that you don't even expect in your life, but all of a sudden like, whoa, boom, that is literally what's happening to me. Just today, like literally 2 hours ago before we had lunch at an awesome barbecue place, it was delicious. Adam was going through something and he's explained how X, Y, and Z, this correlates this, we let this happen and how it worked out. And I said, oh my goodness, that's literally like me, but the opposite. But I need to learn from that. Like I never even thought as something as a problem or something I should even think about. But because somebody else is going through something, it helped spark in me, oh, I could fix something that I didn't even know was a problem. That not necessarily a problem, it's just we can make it better. Yeah. And so that's why I love where we're getting, especially something like a retreat or a summit where we're getting together and we're solely focusing on how we can be better, how we can be better husbands, better business owners, better fathers, but not just obviously women as well. Like every aspect of your life that you value, how to be better at doing that.
Well, Adam, I just want to hit on something you said of getting around different people. So, if you're a business owner or, a husband, you have a certain role to play and you can't always be open and get the honest and unbiased perspective. And so a big part of a mastermind is with the common values, with the safe space, being able to open up and have some of those hard conversations. Is there a decision you've been putting off that you really need that outside perspective on, that unbiased perspective? Is there a challenge going on maybe with, a team member or maybe even with a spouse? And you need to be able to walk through that and kind of get some of that perspective. So a huge part of this is people outside of your day-to-day that can bring an understanding of your world, but at the same time bring a perspective outside of that.
I think you said it perfectly, Tom. Listener, think about it in your own life right now. Is it possible that you tell yourself things that aren't true? Wouldn't it be empowering to have friends and people that you can lean on to tell you the real truth? The truth of just how special you are, how lucky you are, how blessed you are. And Dustin and I created Wealth Builders Mastermind specifically because we know there's people out there that feel alone, and you don't have to feel alone. And one of my favorite things about a mastermind is when you come into this environment and you bring a problem, it doesn't seem like a problem anymore. It actually seems like an opportunity. And the walls of our own mind just giving you this negative chatter disappear, and all of a sudden you're like uplifted and you can start living in your heart. And so that's what's so special about it. And that's why Dustin and I are so passionate about creating this environment for you guys and coming, full circle so that we can share all the great treasures that we've taken out of this one and pour into you guys. And so, listeners, we also have an in-person summit that we're going to be doing here. And so, Dustin, you want to tell them about our in-person summit in New Orleans?
Yeah, I'm super pumped about it. I've literally never been to New Orleans in my life, but I've been wanting to go there. And Michael and I thought we want to have a summit or a retreat or something where we get together for a few days, at like multiple days, and make it so intentional at growth, transformation, and breakthrough. And so we're going to be in New Orleans in October. And so check link in the description for the Wealth Builders Summit. But we're going to be in New Orleans, and we're going to have an amazing time. It's all about building us up to be better at whatever it is that we're going to be doing in our lives. We obviously focus on business and life as well. I personally grow a ton, not just in business, because business is great, but our perspective, the reason why it brought us all together is because we also valued our life. We valued our family. We valued getting outside of just making money, and then with that, being well-rounded. And so the summit that we're going to be having in October 2023 is going to be absolutely fantastic. In New Orleans, you're going to be there with us. So check link in the description for, actually, you have to apply to be a part of it. We don't just let anybody in. We literally have like 6 spaces left as of the recording right now. So definitely get in there and apply so you can see if you're going to be a good fit. We want to make sure it's a good fit for everybody.
Absolutely. Adam, any final thoughts with masterminds?
This is sometimes a new topic for people. When I bring up masterminding in programs, sometimes they get blank stares back. They don't know exactly what that means. And if you are kind of in that camp listening to this and wondering, what is a mastermind and why would it matter for me? Just know that you alone will get so far, but you, with a combination of other people's superpowers, can go infinitely farther than you would imagine. And so this is my really second, potentially even third official mastermind that I've been a part of. One has lasted for 15 years. Ours has been about 3 or 4 years. I've been partnered with another gentleman and a friend of his for about 6 years doing similar kind of work together. And I can honestly say that my business, my life has been powerfully and positively impacted by being a part of a mastermind. So I encourage you to check it out.
I love it. Well, listeners, thank you so much for joining us here today on this amazing podcast. Dustin has an incredible audience, we already know, because you guys want more and you're hungry for life. You're hungry for creating those goals that you know are possibilities, but maybe you don't know exactly how to do it. And one of the best things with masterminds is you can bring some of these goals, you can bring some of these ideas to the mastermind. And I like to tell people, sure, you can push yourself to your goal, but wouldn't it be fun if you get pulled towards them instead and you get pulled along? It's an amazing experience and enriching in all aspects of life. And again, wealth builders, because wealth comes in so many forms. It comes in money, relationships, spirituality, impact, contribution, the whole 9 yards. And I'm so blessed to have these guys in my life, and I know the feeling's mutual. So definitely go out there, take some action, learn more about masterminds. Go check out our link at wbmm.org. and we'll catch you on the next episode of Master Passive Income.
This has been phenomenal, Michael. Thank you so much for putting this on, making sure that we can share to everybody that's listening and watching this on YouTube that there is something out there that's going to help them and fast track their success so much more. And I like how you put it. You can push through, you can try to push to get something instead of that. How much better it would be if you're being pulled by other people, and then you're also pulling them as well, helping everybody else and yourself to reach higher heights. So this has been phenomenal. I hope you check out our retreat, our summit that we have, as well as you could even possibly join the mastermind that Michael and I have. Go to wbmm.org. You'll be able to check out everything there and apply to be a part of the summit as well as a part of the mastermind as well. And hang out with me and Michael all the time. All right. Good seeing you. Thank you very much for being here. I'll see you next time.